my name is Ken, and welcome to Threadily. I am under the arbor in the garden, and I am here to review you The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. It's a 0 to 60 kind of horror novel where you spend some time, a significant chunk of the first part of the book, knowing that something is going to happen, knowing that a shoe is going to drop, and then you're completely surprised, or at least I was completely surprised with how fast and exactly how things go wrong and how that shoe drops. The Only Good Indians is obviously horror, but it is also, it's probably a capital W weird fiction book as well. Of course, there are wonderful things to say about Stephen Graham Jones as an own voices author, an Indigenous author. So impressed with Jones's ability to cut to the heart of a scene. There's a brevity and kind of a sense of distance and objectivity that I have found in very few horror books in my experience. I would say that perhaps in that way it has some parallels to Jeff Vandermeer's Area X or Strange Bird. I do think that, of course, Jones has a completely unique voice. Now, word for the wise, there are chunks of this book where it is simply ominous. Those chunks do give way to other chunks that are deeply and viscerally horrific. So if you are interested in reading this book, do know that those chunks happen and that they are important and necessary to the structure of the book as a horror novel. They're not wasted, they're not titillating horror scenes. They are functional and necessary plot-wise, but some people are not going to go for that sort of horror. So a little grain of salt for my recommendation, but in my case, evaluating this as a work of horror and capital W weird fiction, I would give this a 10 out of 10.